Me.
Spending, some of the steam is now coming out of the economy. The GDP rate slowing to 1.6% in the first 3 months of this year, well below expectations.
What it means is at the core of the economy, business and consumer spending is doing just fine. Inflation numbers, they are not fine.
Inflation, while down from 40-year highs just a couple of years ago, remains stubborn. Those consumer prices we all pay, up nearly 3.5%, a bigger jump than just 3 months ago, taking its toll on Christy Coughlin and her family in Bend, Oregon.
You're a registered dietitian. Food is your life. So how have your grocery shopping habits changed?
We've decided to use the 1-bag rule or 2 bags. We'll fill them. And once those bags are full, then we'll walk out. It really eliminates impulse buys.
In Syracuse, New York today, President Biden optimistic about the economy.
American manufacturing is back. That's what it is, a comeback story, creating new jobs, new businesses, new hope.
But with most Americans disapproving of his handling of the economy, the president has some convincing to do before the election this fall. Still, as summer comes, despite higher costs, Americans are willing to spend to get away. At Dollywood theme parks in Tennessee, they're on pace to surpass last year's record attendance. American families booking further in advance and coming from farther away.
These latest figures complicate the Fed's decision about when it could finally cut interest rates, reinforcing concerns that borrowing costs for consumers and businesses could stay higher for longer. Lester?
Yeah, so we heard about Joe Biden said he thinks we're doing okay, but I know some of us in the channel, we might disagree. So, Ronnie, what's your take about Joe Biden, and what's your take about how our economic growth here in the United States for this year?
Well, of course, when you're looking at the GB, the GDP, you know what I'm saying. I got to talk about, because I got a lot of shout out to my dad, man. He made this nice mango shake. I think got my tongue twisted. So, no, but you can see that it's still at 1.6. So if for Joe Biden to get reelected, he gotta persuade the people how the economy is doing. So of course he's gonna say up lies and also try to manipulate the people talking about the economy is doing good. No, the economy's not doing good. Now, don't get me wrong. As inflation's starting to go down, still people still having a hard time to get jobs. People still having a hard time to start businesses. People still having a hard time to even borrow from the banks because they're not meeting the criteria to be able to get all these to get all these resources they need from the bank to start their own business. Not only that, but also when you look at your local grocery store, back then milk used to cost well, like not even that, like a couple of months ago, milk used to cost like $3 and like regular milk used to cost about $3, I think 50 cents. Now milk is getting close to $6. Or not even six, probably already at $6. So it just shows you that what's going on with inflation. Inflation is still in high, but it's starting to cool down. So to me, if Joe Biden want to get elected, he gotta persuade the people. He gotta put stuff into action now and stop sending money to the Ukraine and start using money on the American people. And then he should be fine. But I think Trump, if I know Trump, his whole aspect is gonna tackle the economy because people want to know what is next for the economy. How can we build? How can we move? How can we move forward? How can I have a better future, but not only for me, but also for my little one? Go ahead, I can. Brother, you spoke so eloquently, and I'm gonna just add on to it. Looking at his approval rating, his disapproval rating is at 56%. His approval rating is at 38%. So now we all know that the effects of the economy is going to affect him at the polls, and the policies that he's doing the last 12 months has determined how people feel about him. Just like Ron said, we're hurting in our pockets. The immigration situation is this. So as we see the economy is slowing down, and prices are going up, people are now thinking that who's going to be the best option for us. So now we want people to, and don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people here are Democrats in the chat, and some might have conservative views. I do want to say, he is a felon.
And we're gonna talk about it too.
We're going to talk about that too.
But I do want people to understand, you know what I mean, who's going to be the best for us. And that's basically what I'm going to say. I don't think Biden will make it past a second term. He doesn't look healthy at all. You're right, Jalen. He doesn't look healthy at all. Yeah. So, you know what that means? If he gets reelected, then, you know, if he gets reelected, then, you know, what's the lady name that's in office?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Forgive me, ladies. I don't hear much about her, so I forgot she was even the vice president. So, like, if they get reelected, she might be president. That what's really going to happen.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, with this situation, with it's like I said, the economy right now is still steady. Everybody's feeling it from all the way to LA, all the way to you guys are in Miami, all the way up to New York City, where Ashton's at, where Sophia's at, where Jalen's at, where Ken Dog's at, where everybody at in this chat. This it's having a tough division because she lives up north in Canada. But other than that, the how the economy is right now, it's like it's nothing changed. Everything. A lot of people don't know that, we don't know if Joe Biden really, push for jobs and everything. We just see him, give money, to Ukraine, to Israel and everything, all the negative stuff and everything. But Joe Biden's not really pushing out with the positive he has done with his economy and everything. And he really feels like, everything is fine right now. How we feeling right now, we're not feeling that, even though inflation's up and everything, the salaries and pay rates is not going up as well and everything for a lot of people that live in the United States and everything, and we're really feeling it. Housing is going up, groceries is going up, all that type of things and everything. And then, with Donald Trump is in office and everything, he has a lot of people, very conservatives. That's when he was in office, they felt like his money was the money was kind of tight. Well, money was more filled in their pocket and everything. And I will not be able to talk about stimulus package and everything. And a lot of people thought when Donald Trump was back in office, they felt the economy was really, really good. Donald Trump, when Joe Biden got in there, 3 years going on 4 now. People are still struggling. For jobs in a way, people are still struggling. To pay rent, to buy food and everything, and like I said, and we're in this. I wouldn't say chaos, but we in this endemic of, how are we gonna get better and everything. And right now, I know we just see how the summer is and everything, and see what Joe's gonna do this next few months before the election starts and everything. Can he do something? Sure, but all we hear from Joe is just a lot of talk and really no action. So we'll just see how the company goes this summer.